Hi, I'm Jennifer Mon with the lifestyle website jennifermon.com, and I have a helper today in the kitchen. This is Juliana, and we're going to be making one of our favorite recipes for you today. What are we making?
Chocolate chip cookies.
Ooh, and why is this your favorite?
Because it's yummy.
Okay, well, let's get started. What do we start with first?
Butter.
Ooh, a stick of butter. And then what do we have to do?
Stir
We
it
have
up.
to cream the butter, don't we? Good job. Okay, so after we cream the butter, what do we do?
We put this
The sugar, that's right. Okay, so we're
brown
going...
sugar and the white sugar.
That's right. We are going to add a 1/4 cup of sugar.
And we need
Okay, you want to put it in for us? Okay, I really think she could honestly do this on her own. Doesn't need mommy in the kitchen. Isn't that right? Okay, so what do we do with our brown sugar?
We get a spoon and we fill it up with brown sugar.
And as we're filling it up, what do? We lightly pack it, don't we? That's right. Yep, little Miss Baker. Okay, a little bit more. So this is 3/4 cup of brown sugar. Now you can actually use light or dark brown sugar, but I love to use dark because I think it gives it a little bit of a richer flavor. Okay, ready?
Yes.
So now we stir it all together.
Yeah. It doesn't
Good.
look like cookie dough just yet.
Okay. So now, do you want to scrape the sides for us? So why do you like baking, Juliana?
Because it's my favorite thing.
Oh, it's your favorite thing. Is that because of all the yummy food? What about getting to bake with Mama?
That's even better.
Oh, even better. Oh, well, gold star for you. Okay, so why don't we go ahead and add our vanilla?
I can't get the rest off.
Okay, do you remember how many tablespoons or teaspoons of vanilla?
2.
That's right.
Only 2.
Okay, you ready? We're gonna add our vanilla and an egg that's at room temperature. Good job. Good job. Okay.
So now we add our egg.
And yep, you got it. That's a good job. Good
So now
job.
we stir it up.
Okay, so we'll need 2 cups of flour, right?
Yes.
Okay, now that our flour is done, let's add, remember we've got a 1/2 teaspoon
Yes.
of salt.
And we put it in here.
Okay, so now this is our teaspoon of baking soda. And I should have mentioned about our flour, let's wait just a second. When your recipe doesn't specify, you always want to make sure that you use all-purpose flour because that's just your basic flour without all the extras instead of the self-rising. Okay, so now let me talk a little bit about this. This is our starch. And what this does is it helps provide a little bit of filling into the cookie. You cannot taste it, but this is a difference maker. So we're adding a teaspoon, right? Now some recipes will call for 2 teaspoons of cornstarch, but I personally prefer the taste better with just 1 teaspoon because you really cannot taste it all, but you still get the benefits of that filler in there. Okay, so now that we're done here, what are we gonna do?
While we stir, we put a few of this in, but we stir this really slowly.
Very gently. Good job. And really you can use a sifter, but for an easy cookie recipe, we're just gonna stir it up a little bit. Isn't that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you ready to add it in?
Yep.
We're getting closer, aren't we?
Stir it up. Then we put a little bit in here.
Okay. Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Good job. And I like to gradually add it in so that way it makes it a more consistent dough when we get to the finished part, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, ready? Oh, good job.
So we put this away.
Oh, you missed some right there. Whoop. Okay, so now you add the chocolate chips for us. And remember,
Best part.
the best part? Oh, I agree completely. Okay,
I love.
okay, so remember we save a little bit in there so we can use them afterwards. Okay, slowly. So now, as you can see, we've got our chocolate chips all mixed up well, and what we'll do now is put this into the refrigerator to let it chill for how long?
1 hour.
1 hour. And so what that'll do is help the dough set, and then once it's chilled, we take it back out, we wait about 10 minutes to let it soften a little bit, and then we're gonna show you how we roll these into little balls that help make the perfect chocolate chip cookie. Okay, so now that it's chilled for an hour, we're gonna show how we roll these into little balls, right? And really, they're not shaped like balls, but
They're shaped like ovals.
like a cylinder, right? So we kind of roll it up in a ball, but then I like to flatten it to where it will stand up like this. So, and that actually will give you a better shape.
Is this the right shape?
Yeah, let's make it a little bit more. Yep, you got it. She's a pro at this.
I love cookies.
Yes. The great thing about cookie dough when you make it from scratch is that you can actually easily freeze it. You can either freeze it in this form, or you can go ahead and make your little dough balls and then freeze them like that. So if you wanted to just pop out a few cookies, you could just pop them out, let them thaw. So we'll do about a dozen here on this first cookie sheet. And then I've got a fun trick to show you when they come out of the oven. You're gonna love this. Are we ready to go in the oven? So you'll preheat your oven to 350, and I like to put these in for 8 minutes. So 8 minutes means they're not going to be overcooked. They're not gonna have really any browning on the outside because they'll always continue to cook after you pull them out of the oven. So I let them sit for a little bit to let them continue cooking, and then they are the perfect, chewy, soft cookie. Okay, so now for one of my favorite tricks that I learned from Sally's Baking Addiction, which is a terrific dessert and cookie blog, is to add little chocolate chips right after you take the cookies out of the oven. And what you do is you just fill in any of the little holes that don't look consistent. And what that does is make it look like it is the perfect chocolate chip cookie. Here are our perfect chocolate chip cookies.
They look beautiful.
Good job. Are you ready to eat them?
Yeah.
Okay. So you can find the full recipe for these chocolate chip cookies on jennifermond.com. Be sure to follow on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Looking forward to sharing our next recipe.
Yes, we can.